What's happening? What is happening in 2022, y'all? Hey, what's happening over here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. At some point today, I will fix my hair. But right now, my favorite part, makeup. I'm feeling a little artistic today. Just a little bit. I'm going to start with some clean canvas. And I'm going to use this today. This is from REM Beauty. It's one of the liquid shadows. I'll tag the name and everything in just a minute when we use it. But I'm showing you that. My music's a little loud. I'll turn it down just a second. Because I'm only going to place my eyeshadow base through my crease here up to my brow bone. Now I want to grab this paint pot here from MAC. This is in the shade Clear Water. So pretty. And I'm just going to pick that up with the same brush. And we're going to tap this through our crease. That is so pretty. So we're going to tap that pretty high. Times we stick to certain textures because they're just, you know, a little bit easier, a little bit more accessible. But a lot of times when you switch up textures, you're gonna get so much more dimension in your eyeshadow. So I could have picked a powder eyeshadow for this, but using this cream is gonna add such a different texture later. Even once we put powder eyeshadow on top of it, the way that it's going to grab those shadows and any kind of shimmer, anything like that, it's just going to feel different. So I need you to trust the process. Let's grab the REM Beauty Liquid Shadow. This is in the shade Milky Way, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my lid. Now what I'm going to do is ever so lightly blend out the edge. I'm going to do one eye at a time. I'm going to completely relax my eye and kind of see where that went. Great, fantastic. Now, trust that process. You trust in the process? Please trust the process. So now I'm going to grab my E27 and I'm just going to kind of tap these edges a little bit, start to soften them. Now, if you want to wear a color like this, but you want to play it a little bit more safe, you could have put a color like soft brown in the crease. And it would be very, very forgiving and it would blend very nice. And it's a really nice way to wear extreme colors like this on your lid. But for me, I'm feeling some Monday spice here. What I'm gonna do now is relax my eye and I'm just gonna start to bring it out. I might grab another transition color, I'm not sure. But we'll see where we end up. For right now, I'm just gonna start to really smooth these edges. So now it should start to look something like this. I've added no more eyeshadow. That was just from the tapping. I'm gonna blend it up just a little bit more, but what I don't want it to do is go too far over this way. Kind of want to keep it contained. This is so pretty. It's almost like a halo around the eye. Should we add one of these in a minute? I'll go ahead and vote right here. Not this one. I want to add a more blue one. I'll probably add strobe light, but let me know. Should I add one? I'm going to take a little bit of powder foundation. This one is from Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to tap that on my brow bone while my ice maker make sure that we know that I have ice. I want you to know that. And all I'm doing is just kind of smoothing this on the brow bone first. I'm tapping. Notice it's only on one side of the brush. And you'll kind of see that smooth everything. Take it over here. You can see that difference. Look, it's a lot smoother. I'm trying to challenge myself and not do just a classic wing liner. I love them, but I feel they make every look on me look the same. So we're gonna branch out a little bit. The wing liner is not gone. It cannot be gone. It's the reason I got into makeup. But I feel like it's very good sometimes to challenge yourself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab an artist color pencil and all I'm gonna do is just kind of smoke out the lash line. I'm gonna line the top part of my eye. And then I'm gonna grab my brush again and just kind of smudge that. and I am kind of pulling back towards this way. We'll kind of let the eyeshadow shape the eye today. I'll do a more round shape. I have to finish my makeup before we can finish all of this good stuff, and that's really what's gonna kind of add it over the top there. Take it over the top is what I meant to say. Oh, and I forgot to tell you what I was using. This is a Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and do my waterline too. I think we're gonna do some tight lining. So we'll just leave it in the waterline, and then once I get the concealer on, we'll finish the tight line. So I know you hear me say trust the process quite often. For me, when I started doing makeup, I would do a look like this, and I would look at it even in this state, and I would think, this is terrible. And to me, even in this moment, it's terrible. But you kind of have to just wait, and you have to push through. And the reason why is because other elements have to come into play before it starts to come together. We still need to add foundation. We might need to add a touch of corrector. Once the concealer's on, you can start to shape. Even mascara changes the look of everything. So in this new year, I want you all to just kind of push through. Do that smoky eye, but just take your time and just wait for everything to come together. Now I'm going to add some mascara. We're definitely going to be doing a lash with a round eye like this. I definitely want a lash to add a little bit more, well, a lot more definition. So let's just pop on some mascara. House of Lashes Lash and Dash Glue. This is the black one, but it's going so close to my lash line that it's not even going to be seen. I've been using this, and I tell you, spice. It's got some spice. It's the spice that we need. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw my lash on. It's super easy. And this one dries almost instantly, but you know what? Listen, listen, listen. It doesn't get stuck in my lashes. I forgot to tag the style of the lashes and where they're from. There you go. I was going to try out the new NARS foundation, but all three shades that they sent are banana. I could correct it, but I always like to even kind of see what the shade range is first. So I'm going to wait on this. I'll get another shade in that one. But if I was to just correct it, we wouldn't see what the whole shade range looked like and the undertones. But the three that they sent in my range, ooh, that's oxidizing. You see that, right? Anyways, it's the new formula. It's the Light Reflecting Foundation. But that's oxidizing. I'm going to leave it there for a second and kind of see what happens. Okay, here it is dried down. That's interesting. You can see that it changed colors over here. I'm still gonna find my shade. We'll give it a full review. Right now, but let me get my actual shade. I'm actually leaving the house tonight. I'm gonna go meet a friend. Ben and I are for dinner. Very excited. And I'm gonna use primer. And this is what I use for my primer, the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration. And I'm just gonna apply it to the outer perimeter. And even though it says oil in it, please do not think oil. Think completely dries down, but leaves your skin just feeling so fresh and hydrated. So this is the foundation I'm gonna grab, my Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. It's a fresh bottle. We are living in 2022. I'm gonna let that warm up on the back of my hand here for just a second. So I'm going to work this in with my Anissa Beauty Pinnacle Foundation Brush. See how I tackled that redness. But this one always feels like I'm just putting on skincare. It's one of my favorite foundations of all time. And to me, it does have a really nice pigment to it. But if you want to, put that there. If you want to wear a mattifying primer with it, you can. It's just really, really, really great. I'm gonna grab my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. I've been loving this one recently. And I'm gonna try to not go overboard with my concealer today. And I'm gonna work that in with my Anissa Beauty Angled Concealer Brush. notice that I'm pressing. This actually gives you more coverage when you press like this. Your product is going to be worked in better, therefore it's going to last longer. What I am going to do is I want to make this very sharp right through here. I'm going to grab a little bit of concealer here on my Rose and Ben Beauty C30. And I'm going to turn to the side just so I can really see. And I'm really going to carve this out. Then we'll tap. And kind of just continue that. That'll add lift to the eye without having to have a wing liner. Okay, so now I'm going to set my under eyes with my Givenchy powder. And I don't want you to forget that I have a bunch of basics, a lot of basic makeup tutorials and kind of just going over them on my IGTV. So don't miss that. I want a little bit more coverage, so all I have to do is grab a powder foundation and we'll set with that. Now I'm not using a whole bunch. Look how little I grabbed here. All I'm going to do is start to tap that kind of on my cheeks. I wanted a little bit more coverage there. I'm starting with very tiny amounts. And I'm just going to use this to set my face. That looks really pretty. Another reason I wanted to kind of set with a powder foundation is I want to look very matte because I want to film a TikTok with these. Do you remember these? They smell so good. They are from Glam. I need to double check how to say it. It's a quick Google search away. But they kind of add life back to the face once you're done. They're called, I guess in a sense, they're called finishing powder pearls. We gotta do a TikTok. That's going to be Glam. I'm still not saying it as beautiful as it should be said in French, but that is how you pronounce it. Okay, I don't want to get too wild and bronzy, so I'm gonna grab this one from Kosas. By the way, still no buildup. But remember, I wash my brushes at least every 2 days. So I think that might have something to do with it. We're just gonna press this in. Not too much, because this eye is giving us all the spice. I think we're gonna do Pink Swoon. I love pink and blue. Now don't be afraid. I know it's a little frightening. Okay, I know. But just a little bit. I'm gonna have to shut my blinds. I'm sorry. Just a little bit. Look at that. So pretty. I know if we put it on and make it look like that. Actually, I would love it. But I know it can be intimidating. Just a little bit. Looks so pretty. So I really tried to tight line and keep it pretty close underneath here. I used the Artist Color Pencil again that I listed in the beginning, and then I'll just take my concealer brush and some concealer and just really keep it defined. I don't want it to be smoky. Also, this is really nice. It is not creasing at all. That looks really, really nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna do Spice Lip Liner from MAC. Now I'm gonna grab this Sephora lip color I picked up. It's in the shade Glowing Beige. This is gonna be so pretty, oh my gosh. Okay, another wait for it, okay? Just wait. Okay, now we're gonna grab the lip liner again and just kind of start to mix it in there. Favorite lip color. Also, these dry matte, so they don't transfer. I love this color. It's almost neon. I mean, glowing. It's glowing. I mean, glowing's in the name. But I didn't forget these. I'm gonna use the shade Strobe Light, and I'm just gonna pick it up with my C30 here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply it to the center. I'm just gonna sit here and watch myself blink for the rest of the evening. Dinner is canceled. I must sit and blink. So I'm also gonna apply a little bit right through here. Just a little tappy tap. I still have to go do something to my hair, which I probably won't do. I will probably brush it. I might brush it. I'm gonna go film this. And I actually have something fun I'm gonna post tonight. It was an ad on TikTok, but it's not an ad here. I didn't have to post it here, but it was so cool. It involves this. It's kind of cool. I can't wait to post it here. That's what I'll be posting. I'm probably going to post a little early too because I'm going to be having dinner with a friend and I, of course, don't want to be on my phone. I love you all so much. Happy New Year, and just get ready for some spice. Get ready for the spice. Get ready for it. I love you all, and I'll see you in the comments later.